The LG V20 user here, and today I'm doing a video about LG, guys. So I'm on phone1.com here. Could LG be naming its flagship phone another name than the G7? There are considerations of rebranding options for LG's flagship phone for 2018. So the G7 may not exist. The G7 name may not exist at all. So this is very interesting, guys. So I'm gonna give you guys an article here, and I'm gonna give you guys what I think about it. So here's a picture of the G6. This is LG's flagship phone for 2017. Nice phone and all, but the internals were disappointing in my opinion. So the G6, in my opinion, in terms of the internals, were disappointing. You guys want a G6, just get the G6 Plus, and you'll have 128 gigabytes of memory. Alright, this is my opinion. Alright. So it says here, LG is thinking of a new name for its upcoming flagship. A new report from South Korea suggests that the tech giant will be rebranding its signature G series in order to be better complete with its major rivals Apple and Samsung. In a statement to the investor, one LG official has said that rebranding flagship models are nothing new in the industry, and added that the moniker of the upcoming flagship is yet to be decided. Another company official shared some information of what options are currently being considered. So here's a quote from someone at LG or whatever, and it says LG is preparing a new brand strategy for the G series in the first half of the year, numbering the phone with a 2-digit number and rebranding the phone with a new name are some of the options on the table. End quote. So this is interesting, guys. Could LG be taking a Samsung route? Because if you guys remember, when the Galaxy S7 came out in 2016, the S7 came out in 2016. The S7 was, Samsung's flagship phone for 2016, and then later in 2016, as you guys know, the Note 7 was released. There was no Galaxy Note 6. The Note 6 never existed. Samsung aligned its flagships with the same number, like the Galaxy S7, the Note 7, the S8, and the Note 8, and the S9 and the Note 9, and so far on. So LG, I think, is going to be taking that step. I could be assuming. So we'll see. It could be, I could have something like a LG G40 or something, because the V40 will be out this year. So the V40 will be out later this year, probably in like the second half of the year, obviously. So I think the name could be tossed as the LG G40, but who knows what the next LG flagship phone will be called. They're saying it's not going to be called the G7. So, yeah. So it says the G series first became a thing in 2012 when LG announced the Optimus G in September of that year. In the following years, the firm removed the Autoboticness Optimus part and has stuck with the G name ever since, like G2, G3, G4, G5, G6, and so far and so far. And when LG had its first flagship, it was the Optimus G, because LG was still using that Optimus branding on a lot of phones. So LG gave the Optimus, it gave like a like a superhero type of name, because Optimus Prime and shit. I don't know where they got the Optimus name from, to be honest with you. I don't know where LG got it from, but to me, I thought LG, the Optimus brand was like a tough line of phones. Because when I had the Optimus V on Virgin Mobile, I would drop that bitch, the battery would pop out, the screen never cracked. Obviously, the Optimus V screen was plastic at the time, so you could scratch the plastic screen and break the plastic screen, but I would like slam the bits on the floor. I would drop it on the kitchen floor at my house, and the screen never broke or nothing. The battery would pop out all the time on my Optimus V, but it never break or nothing. That was like the most durable phone I ever had, besides the V20. The V20, as you guys know, has a military spec rating of military spec 810G. The V20 is not waterproof, so you can drop it. It's shockproof and all that, and all that. I've during my V20, I've dropped it and all that. Screen's never cracked on my ass, never. So yeah, so I'm just giving you guys a little bit of examples of the Optimus brand there, because when I had the Optimus V, that phone was great. It was durable, it was reliable, and it was a good phone back in the day, guys. It says LG is expected to announce its next flagship at MWC 2018 at the end of February, so we'll have to wait a while before we get to learn about the new name of the device. Got a name suggestion for LG's flagship high-end phone? Feel free to share it in the comments section below. So, like I said, guys, I think they're going to Samsung, right? Because if you guys remember, Samsung released the S7 in 2016, and then they released the Note 7 in 2016, obviously. And they had the S7, Note 7, S8, Note 8, S9, Note 9. Y'all guys see where I'm going with this? I think that this LG phone could be called the LG G40. I'm just throwing it out there because the V40 will be out later this year in the second half of the year, in late summer, early fall. So this is gonna be a 2-digit number. Like I say, 40 because V40, because G40, V40, you know. But I don't know what this name's gonna be called. I don't know what the next LG flagship phone's gonna be called. Apparently, it ain't gonna be called the G7. So no G7 will be existing. Which is interesting as fuck, because you know, I did a video about what shit. Was it? I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. I did a video about LG had trademarked the G line to like the G9 or some shit. I did like a video on that like 2-3 years ago. But yeah, this is very interesting, guys. And what do you guys think LG will call its next flagship phone? What do you guys think the name will be? You know, let me know what you guys think the next LG flagship phone is going to be called. Apparently, they ain't going to be called the G7, so apparently not. That's going to be like a letter with 2-digit numbers. I'm saying the G40 because of the V40 coming out in later this year. I'm saying G40, but I could be wrong. But you know, it's just a guessing game right now. What do you guys think the next LG flagship phone will be called? Dude, I think they should bring the Optimus branding. I think they should bring the Optimus branding back. I think they should bring that shit back. For real, man. Because, you know, when you had the Optimus branding on the LG phone, you thought, oh, you know, the LG Optimus was going to be a fucking rugged ass phone and tough. To me, in my opinion, the Optimus V was a tough phone. Like I said, I would like, you know, throw that shit on the floor, throw it, some of the bits on the ground, it'd fall out my pocket or whatever. The battery would pop out though, but, you know. Yeah, man, shit's interesting as fuck, and we'll see what LG names this fucking phone. What do you guys think LG will name its next flagship phone at Mobile World Congress in late February, guys? What do you guys think? Well, what do you guys think the name will be for LG's next flagship phone? And when LG announces its next flagship phone, I'll do a video about it, of course, and you know, stay tuned to my channel for that. So I can't wait to see what the mission name's gonna be called. So, yeah, man, this shit's very interesting, guys, and, yeah, guys, and like I said, guys, they should bring back the Optimus brand. They should bring that shit back, make it the Optimus whatever. But I don't think they're never gonna bring the Optimus branding back. I don't think they're never gonna do it. They had the Optimus branding on one flagship phone, the Optimus G, back in 2011. No, wait, 2011? Yeah, I think 2011 was Optimus G, so they had it on one flagship, and then when the G2 came out, they dropped the Optimus branding, and they went with the G3, G4, G5, G6, and so on and so on. So, I don't think they'll never bring back the Optimus branding, but you never know. I did like the Optimus. I did like the Optimus name on the LG phone because it was awesome. It had like superhero type of shit, Optimus Prime and shit. I don't know where they got Optimus from. I don't know where LG got it from. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting, but maybe they'll bring back the Optimus branding eventually. I doubt they'll bring it back, but who knows? So I think that LG's next flagship phone will be called the LG G40. I'm saying G40 because of the V40. Well, let me know what you guys think. What LG is going to name its next flagship phone, and LG will be announcing its next flagship phone at Mobile Congress in February of 2018. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see what the mystery name is. So that's basically a guessing game right now. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to throw out a whole lot of names. So I think it's going to be one letter and 2-digit numbers. So let me know what you guys think about it. I'm saying LG G40, but we'll see what happens with that. So if you guys enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. It really helps me out a lot. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.